It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the San Antonio Spurs. Well, for San Antonio, one of the things they'd like to accomplish, getting good shots. Maybe easier said than done. Defenses are quick to adapt, but they know that that's what gives them the best chance to win. Great center matchup tonight. Shaq, I know you've been waiting all day to watch this one. One of the best low-post players of all time in yourself. Give us your thoughts on why the stretch five has become so popular.
Well, in a lot of offenses these days, floor spacing is king. And what you see now, you see a lot of bigs are practicing shooting the three more than ever.
Yeah, even the younger centers. You think of Towns and Cousins and Embiid, as powerful as they are, they love to stay on that perimeter and shoot that three ball. So it's hard to stay on the floor right now if you can't shoot it.
Yes, you came into the league at the right time.
Ooh. I would have made them revert back to
you'd have a hard time getting off the bench these days, Shaq, because you didn't shoot the three ball well.
Shaq on the bench don't even sound right together. That's like peanut butter and tar.
That can be pretty tasty.
No, that doesn't sound right together, Ernie.
No, it doesn't. I'm just kidding, big fella. Wasn't it funny? Did you find that amusing?
You hurt my feelings, Ernie.
Did you hurt? Come on.
Don't talk
Give
to
me
me
a big.
La 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 la.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. We've got the San Antonio Spurs and the Phoenix Suns. And the Spurs start out with the ball. And the starting group for the Spurs, they've got Ginobili. Duncan is out there with Ori. Then there's Parker, and it's Bowen in at the three slot. Here's Parker, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
And Parker's just extremely clever at getting fouls off those kinds of shots.
San Antonio shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. Taking two shots. Free throw drops in for Tony Parker.
And Parker just so skilled at marching his way to the stripe. He just has an endless amount of cunning moves that consistently frustrate the opposition.
So he picks up just one from the line that time. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And Sean Marion with the slam.
And I'm a big fan of the awareness of Nash on the floor. A selfless player who's just fantastic at getting the ball to his open teammates in rhythm.
Now here's Ginobili. Here's Ori. Down to 5 on the shot clock. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Here's Nash. Johnson outside. Pass to Stoudemire. Over Duncan. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, the journeyman Joe Johnson continues to contribute on the floor. What a slick passer he can be.
Phoenix shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw good, Stoudemire. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Greg Popovich.
Well, Kevin, he said for them to be successful, they have to act like, and I quote, a swarm of angry bees, unquote, every time the ball goes into the post. If they don't, he thinks they're going to be in for a long night. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Nash, following the miss by Tony Parker. Richardson kicks to Johnson. Got 3 off the mark. And the Spurs with possession. Ginobili outside. Passes it to Bowen. Now here's Parker. He's guarded by Johnson. Duncan at the elbow. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Parker. Puts it up. They get the rebound. Tries yet again. And Duncan lays it in. Duncan's got his first points in this one.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Now here's Nash. And it's Marion in the corner. From deep. Rebound San Antonio. Parker with it. Guarded now by Nash. Parker finds Ginobili. And here's Duncan, defended by Nash. Duncan, the pass to Ori. Here's Duncan over Marion. Duncan with the bucket. Duncan's got his second basket.
You got to honor Duncan from the mid-range. When he's got space to shoot, he does not hesitate.
Nash, the pass to Stoudemire. It's stolen by Duncan. Here's Bowen. Richardson covering. Out left to the wing. The pass to Ori. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Duncan. Bank shot. No good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Well, Johnson isn't just an outside shooter. This guy is a versatile, talented scorer in the paint.
Here's Parker after Joe Johnson's score. Down low, here's Bowen. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Boy, nice feed. Leading him into some space. A nice catch on the run, too. Wow.
Nash against Parker. Nash left side. Here's Stoudemire. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Stoudemire's got 5.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Now here's Ginobili. Parker outside. Here's Duncan. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. He has 6.
Well, he just keeps rolling right now. What a terrific quarter for him on the offensive end.
Nash against Parker. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker. And Phoenix making a change here. Jackson's checked in. The Spurs also with the sub. Barry's checked in for Ori. Ginobili against Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Marion. Stoudemire trying to break free. Misses off the right iron. San Antonio leading. Ginobili finds Parker. Rebounded by Marion.
Well, I'll tell you, it hasn't been his best quarter, but we know he won't get discouraged. This guy will keep grinding.
Nash outside. Down low, Stoudemire. No good on that one. And the Spurs going the other way now. Here's Bowen. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Nash kicks to Marion. Back to Nash. And Stoudemire with the basket on the assist by Nash. That's 7 points for Amari Stoudemire. And it's the Spurs ball. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Parker passes to Bowen. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss. To the inside. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Puts it up from 12. No good. Shot missing. So it's a tie game as we end the first. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
I love the fact that they're getting so many of their points at the rim. Just a solid first period.
Well, Greg, playing bully basketball on the block. Every opportunity they've wanted at the rack, they've got it.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. We've got Duncan. Ginobili out there with Tony Parker. Then there's Barry. And it's Bowen in at the 4. Here's Hunter. Clock at 6. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Stoudemire. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Here's Bowen. And that one goes long. Outlaw with it. From 13, San Antonio with the rebound. Duncan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Bowen. Here's Barry. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Well, defenders are in the area, and that's all it took to force him to change his release.
Here's Stoudemire. And the rebound goes to Duncan. And the Spurs with possession. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, and Parker with the pump fake there draws the foul. He is really crafty in terms of creating contact against his opponents.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Started.
Is she pretty? I'ma come around your city. I'ma come around and rock your can.
The Suns trailing. Now here is Barbosa. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Hunter. Back to Barbosa. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
And that one's good. Parker.
And as soon as Parker catches the ball, he immediately rises up and pulls the trigger. Love to see the confidence on display there.
Now here is Barbosa to the middle. Here's Stoudemire. And again, it's the Suns missing. Spurs leading by 3. To the inside. It's deflected. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
I'll tell you, Kev, they wouldn't object if all their looks were that close.
And it's Phoenix's ball. In the second quarter, held scoreless. It's Leandro Barbosa on the way. Covered by Parker. Here's Barbosa, and it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. Barry the pass to Bowen. Out left to the wing. Ginobili trying to break loose. Barry misses. Suns trail by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now Outlaw. Leandro Barbosa on the wing. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Parker. The Suns have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Quentin Richardson's checked in for Stoudemire. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Rory's checked in. And Barbosa drops them both. About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. And here is Parker. It's through for his second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
And he's really redefined the floater. Parker is one of the best in the business.
Barbosa against Parker. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Ginobili can't hit. Suns trail by 5. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Richardson kicks to Outlaw. Barbosa against Parker. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Barry.
Oh, great job on the closeout, providing a lot of good D on the perimeter.
Well, that's just superb effort on the defensive end. You don't allow the shooter to get into a rhythm from deep. Well, obviously, it's been an off night for him offensively, but give his teammates credit. They've bailed him out. He's still got time to turn it around.
Here's Parker. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Parker's gone 2 for 8, shooting just 25% from the field. Richardson dishes to Jackson.
San Antonio foul.
And the Suns making a change here.
Checking in for your Suns. Sean Marion. Joe Johnson. Steve Nash.
Ori against Marion. 6 to shoot. Nash against Ori. Just his first attempt. That shot misses. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. In the corner, it's Ginobili. Parker against Nash. Back to Ginobili. Here's Duncan. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Duncan's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, he's one of those guys who's kept their offense clicking. They're in front thanks in no small part to what this guy's done.
Nash, the pass to Marion. Al Richardson. Marion kicks it over to Nash. Shoots a fader. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Ginobili outside. The 3 falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And how about that lefty stroke there from Ginobili? It is a thing of beauty. He is dialed in from deep.
Here's Richardson. Good on the shot. Richardson's got his first basket. 9 seconds left to play in the first half. Parker kicks to Duncan. over Hunter. Off target with the fadeaway. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll return shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. Defensively and offensively, they improved quite a bit in the second quarter, and they've got a nice 8-point halftime lead to show for it. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the boards, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys been battling, putting everything they have to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to their lead.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Phoenix?
Well, they're trailing in this game because they're shooting under 35%. Now, I've got to give a lot of credit to the defense, forcing the shooters off their spots and making them feel uncomfortable. But if someone takes something away from you, you have to be able to adapt. So they need a whole new game plan because right now they're in trouble.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. An exceptional performance from Tim Duncan.
And how about that? Already through 2 quarters and some change. He's got a double-double.
I'll tell you, he took over the game in that first half, Greg. They really have got to find a way to slow this guy down.
And it's the Suns with the ball. 8-point game. Quentin Richardson's out there with Nash. Then there's Marion. Then it's Stoudemire. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the Spurs. Ginobili on the wing. Lets it fly. And the jumper is good. Ginobili's got his 3rd basket of the night.
I'll tell you, the crowd is stunned he got that one to fall.
The feed to Stoudemire. And the slam dunk by Stoudemire.
And for a big man, Stoudemire is an incredible dunker. Glides to the rim effortlessly, and the D really at his mercy.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. So it's San Antonio now. The Suns getting the bucket, but they'll get another chance. Ori passes to Ginobili. Over Richardson. Ginobili can't hit. Suns trail by 6. Pass to Richardson. Ginobili with the steal. Here's Bowen. He's guarded by Johnson. Parker looking over the floor. He feeds it to Ginobili. Passes it to Ori. And it's good off back rim and in. And the Spurs lead by 8.
And I love whenever Ori rises up from there. His jump shot is so pure, the D has to respect it.
Now here's Nash. Marion outside. Clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Stoudemire. Fade away. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Spurs leading by 6. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Phoenix making some changes. Outlaws checked in, and it's Jackson in for Quentin Richardson. Barry's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Bowen. He's guarded by Johnson. They grab their own miss. And that one's good. Duncan's got 12.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, superb awareness, Greg, right? Not allowing them to get comfortable running their offense, being super aggressive.
6 to shoot. Stoudemire wide open.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Off target with the open look.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
No good from Duncan. Suns trail by 8. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Dishes it to Barbosa. Tipped away. Here's Stoudemire. It's hauled in by Barry. Barry's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the paint. Here's Duncan.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
San Antonio leading by 10. Here's Bowen. He dishes it to Parker. And a miss there on the triple. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Barbosa against Parker. Unloads from 13. And the Suns miss again.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over him.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. No good with the elbow jumper. Suns trail by 10. Johnson outside. Teardrop shot. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. Duncan's got his 16th rebound on the night.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Phoenix shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Stoudemire taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And the first one at the line is good. Sean Marion is checked in for Phoenix. No good on the second free throw. Spurs leading by 9. Here's Bowen. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Bowen's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, and that's what you want from your point guard. Parker distributing the ball wonderfully on that possession.
Johnson with it. Guarded now by Duncan. Down low. And it's Stoudemire with the jam.
And Stoudemire, just excellent timing on these alley-oops. It has that great connection with his teammates. Lob it up, and he'll take care of the rest.
Now here's Parker. He has 6. There's 47 seconds left in the third. Trying to get open is Barbosa. And that one's good. Parker's got 8 points.
Yeah, the pick and roll is a deadly thing when Parker gets involved like there. You never know what he's going to do.
Here's Johnson. And the rebound collected by Ori. Spurs leading by 11. Here's Bowen. Feeds it to Duncan. Parker with it. Back to Duncan. And he banks in the layup. Duncan's got 6 in the quarter.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs. 13 points up at the end of the period. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We come back right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter, we've got Parker. Also Ginobili out there. Duncan out there with Barry. And it's Bowen in at the power forward position.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Nash against Parker. Nash kicks to Mary. From deep three-point range, Duncan with the block.
And that's part of his game. Love seeing Duncan just sky up there to reject shots. Does a great job of utilizing that wingspan along with his timing.
Jackson misses.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
They get it back. Duncan with the bucket. And the Spurs lead by 18.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Outside Jackson. Here's Marion. Back to Jackson. Out to Nash. From the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And the jump shot of Nash. Poetry in motion. A super efficient shooter from downtown.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
Here's Duncan, and Duncan throws it down hard.
He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
Marion outside. Nash against Parker. Nash, the pass to Stoudemire. It's stolen by Duncan. In transition, here come the Spurs. Bowen, good.
Bruce Bowen.
And here are the Suns now, trailing by 19. Parker against Nash. To the middle, here's Stoudemire. Duncan with the block, and he's able to get it back. Stoudemire with the bucket. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Parker against Stoudemire. Kicks to Duncan. And the pass to Parker. Over Stoudemire. Sean Marion grabs the miss.
No doubt it's been a rough game for him. I don't think he's going to lose any sleep over it as long as they hang on to the lead the rest of the way.
Jackson finds Stoudemire. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson down low. He's covered by Ginobili. Jackson misses.
Boy, that's exactly how you have to play defense when he's driving the lane. You cannot give him any space.
Here's Ginobili. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
And the Suns call time. One of the top stories here, Tim Duncan getting it done today.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low. And with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Tim Duncan.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Marion dishes to Stoudemire, makes it off the glass.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Ginobili against Richardson. Ginobili kicks to Parker. Pass to Duncan. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his third assist on the night. Suns trail by 19. Marion outside. Pass to Nash. In the corner, it's Richardson. Ori against Marion. From deep three-point range, it's not going to go for him.
There are going to be times, I think, when it's okay to take a shot like that, but not on that possession.
Oh, definitely. I mean, he can make that, but that particular distance is not his specialty.
Ginobili up top, guarded by Stoudemire. Puts it up from 12. Out to Duncan.
Ginobili.
There's Parker with the three. Nice D from Nash. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Stoudemire outside. Over Bowen. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Yeah, that's not a good example right there. You could have worked it around to get a better opportunity.
Parker's shot is off. 30 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Nash outside. A floater. But they recover it. Richardson the pass to Marion. Second chance shot. The dish to Stoudemire. Duncan with the block. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.